So let's talk about, there's a whole thing about fight like you train. Now let me tell you, as a fighter, we don't do that because we'd be concussed, brain trauma messes. Doesn't work that way. You train better than you fight, but you train at the level where you can do it.
Palm pepper spray has recently reformulated for even more effect when you bless the deserving with the hot sauce. Palm is what I use between a harsh word and a gun, and encourage everyone to do likewise.
Some people are like, if you get your heart rate above 125, they follow Seidel's work, then you lose coordination. But the weird thing is you can press a trigger with your right hand, you can work a magazine release with your right hand, but suddenly your left hand is suspect because your heart rate got over 125. It is utter garbage, that research. He didn't do any research, he just put it out, and he said at 125 you lose control. You know what most of my fighters fight at? 150. 180, 190 max heart rate, because it's hard. And they're still very coordinated and very smart. What is true though is if you're not very good at something, it'll really degrade. No matter which hand you use, you just degrade processing power, not coordination. You can no longer make a good decision. So when you're running around and dragging sandbags and shooting pistols, that doesn't mean it's exactly how you fight. Most of you, when you step to the line, if you have a Fitbit on or an Apple Watch, we've been seeing heart rates of 130 when you shoot under pressure. So your body doesn't know the difference between perceived stress and real stress. So imagining things is just as important as doing things, because that's the proper way to communicate with yourself. Let me say that again. Visualize what you want, stop talking to yourself, and you'll do better, because then your brain will recognize, oh, I saw what I was supposed to and now I can shoot. But when you say words, they mean different things to different people. What does the word alacrity mean? What? Exactly. It doesn't mean anything to y'all, but I love it. You know why?
No one knows what it means.
Yeah, I love it. It mystifies everybody. It looks like the MMA coach knows something. All right, it means to move with quick, effortless hurry. Sounds like a good word, but it doesn't mean anything to you. But you know what it does? Here, I want everybody to close your eyes. I want you to see both hands coming on the gun, the sights settle in from 12 o'clock, prep the trigger, fire the shot. That's clear in your mind. That's what you should do before you fire. Quit getting nervous up here. If you walk up the line and I say, shooter, are you ready? And you say, I guess so, you will be dismissed from my line at that point. I will bring you back later, because I'm not gonna let you handle a gun if you say, I guess so. Stop it. This is not the neuralizer. You know what you hate? Being measured. You don't hate timers, you just don't want to know who you are. If you don't know who you are, how can you perform well? All right, let me give you my self-mantra. Accurate, consistent, efficient, and disciplined, able to shoot in the context of the situation and the target so I can perform at my highest level. Say something to me that's going to shake my self-image. I'm accurate, consistent, efficient, and disciplined. You can't do anything, you can't say anything to me, because I know who I am. And I measure it on a daily basis, and I know what's achievable, what's probable, and what's possible with a level of practice. You need the same thing. That's why you celebrate victories. I once was perfect. I remember that, I can do it again. Instead of I suck every day and I'm gonna suck for the rest of my life. All right, so we got a stick here. One of the most brilliant things that ever happened was this, is IDPA decided to use a fault line instead of a subjective standard of I think you're out of position. So this tells you where your feet should be. So what we're doing here is we're pretending like we got a bit of cover and we're gonna be on this side, and then we're gonna just lean out slightly and shoot to the same target. We're losing postural stability when we do that. So what's the best way to lean to the side? So everybody, imagine you're coming out the right side of cover. Which foot do you want in front, left or right? So does stance really matter? Not as much as everybody talks about it. It only matters in organized firing squad practice. Think about that one. Claude uses that one. It's one of my favorites. That's what you're doing. Line them up on the wall, shoot them all. Okay? It's not really fighting at that point. But if I step around the right side of cover, I'm probably going to have the right foot in front. And what's the best way for me to lean my weight? Well, I could do this, but this is not very good, is it? So what I'm going to do is shift my weight here, my knees moving forward in a straight line. If you got bad knees, all you need to do is bend it that much. I saw all of you walk. You've got the minimum amount of knee flex in it. The reason you hate lunges is because you let your weight go too far forward and you put it in the patella tendon. Step forward a little bit further, shift your weight, and now your body rotates out so you can see the target. Okay? And then you have what? Lots of stability. So let's see what that looks like. Then we're going to do it from a draw. Okay? Eyes and ears, everybody? All right, so my foot's here. Good draw. Everybody got their eyes and ears on? Got a good grip. Now I'm just going to press my weight around the corner, prep the trigger, fire the shot. Press my weight around the corner, prep the trigger, fire the shot. They all go to the same spot because I'm stable. At least physically, maybe not emotionally, but I'm physically stable. Does that make sense to everybody? Yeah. Now we're going to do it from the draw. Are you doing it or am I doing it? I'll do it. It's fine. I got it. Everybody's like, I don't care. All right. Now, My draw is a 0.8 or a 0.9. What do you think it'll be to that target?
1.2.
1.2 to 1.4. Why? It's small. I need to verify what I'm about to do. So I'm going to draw quickly, but I'm going to see the sights appropriately. All right, let's do that one again. Bad grip. It's okay. Take your mulligan, guys. You want to perform mode. Pretty good.
Yeah.
So that was a 1.66 because I added the lean. Now let's do it without the lean. One four. So I'm right in the right place. But now I'm drawing, I'm shooting around a hostage, and I'm leaning a little bit for cover. So it changes. I'm spending my time from a 0.9 draw to a 1.5, a 1.4, maybe a 1.3 if I'm really smoking on it, because the time is what? I need to verify that the sights are good. I need to prep the trigger because it's a careful target. Does that make sense to everybody? So spend your time aiming, not drawing. But everybody does it backwards, right? It's like this. Bang! So it should be this. Bang. Slow down effectively. How do you stop at the stop sign when the police is watching you? Like you're guilty as shit, right? Don't look at him, don't look at him. And go. Am I right? That's why you get profiled, because you look like you're rolling dirty at that point, all right? Everybody gets nervous though. You know what the really nervous guys do? They don't even look both ways, they just go like this. I don't see you, I don't see you, I don't see you. They're 4 years old and they're like, that's not a cop. I'm not in trouble. I don't have a tag, my car's falling apart, and there's dope smoke rolling out of the back window. They're never gonna see me, all right? Stop effectively at the stop sign. This is a hard stop. Somebody's watching you, be careful, don't let it go around it. You're gonna fire 10 rounds leaning to the right on the draw. Does anybody have a problem with that? All right, minus Ronnie, relay 1 is up because you went to relay 2. Okay, relay 1's up. Now put your right foot in front.
Are we at the 5?
Yeah, just everybody get to the front of the sticks. There you go. We'll do it differently in a minute. Thank you, Natalie. That's perfect.
Yeah.
Good measurement. All right, now let's do it just practice-wise once. We're not gonna shoot, but we're gonna draw and just see the sights and touch the trigger. Do not shoot. Draw, see the sights, touch the trigger with the lean. All right, ready? Up. Good. Now, stand straight up, go back to the holster, slowly, carefully, and reluctantly. Look it in. No super speed clicks. You guys are awesome. All right, you're gonna do 10 rounds now. 10 rounds or somewhere thereabout. Huh?
I have a full mag.
Yeah. Yep. If anybody needs to load and make ready, do so now. You're gonna do 10 rounds, or as close as you can count to 10. I know some of you are 8, 9, or 11, maybe 12.
10. You just said it and I'm like, how many? Yeah.
10 draws, not one draw.
10 draws too, okay.
I'm watching you. I'm here for you. All right, here we go.
Shooting, single shots though, draw, shoot, draw, shoot.
It's not.
Is it 10 draws, Brian?
It's 10 draws, and it's gonna be on the beeper. All right, everybody ready? Stand by. All right, back to the holster, slowly, carefully, and reluctantly. The first shot was fired at 2.5 seconds. The last shot was fired at 5:50. You know what that's called? Too much time. All right, you're over aiming this, you're overthinking this. All right, be careful. Look where you want your eyes to go and the gun to go. Hold a dot that you want to hit. All right, visualize what you're about to do. Exhale, stand by. Nice. Back to the holster. It's all right. I was like, no. All right, so fastest was 221, slowest was 646. All right, don't shoot the brown guy. Stand by. Much better, 216 to 304. We're starting to get to the right place. That's 4 draws. We got 6 to go. All right, stand by. .213 to 294. We're getting there. I need the wideners to step up the pace a little bit over here. I don't know what's going on. Draw slow, shoot fast. I hear you. Stand by.
You are fastest.
Hey, Natalie.
you. Yeah.
163.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Do you mind if
I know
Yeah,
where
I
she
can.
lives.
Sorry.
Stand by.
I just want you to feel it. There you go. But did it seem to
Good, Kelly. You're going to keep your ludus proud. I'll give a good report to the home office
I
about
bring
your
on my
shooting.
shoulders all the time.
Yep. 195, 259. 3 more.
I can get
Stand by.
Thank you.
2 more. Stand by. All right, so what do you do about it?
I have to correct.
How are you going to correct it? Yep. Do your grip. Well said. Thank you. Stand by. Good. Back to the holster. Back to the holster. Everybody hands up. Okay.
Mom, hands up.
All right. Line is now clear. You can step off the line, pick up whatever you need to. All right, everybody come talk to me for just a second. So let's look at the hostages. It's not good news for everybody, right? All right, so there's some bullets on there. Better place to do it here than out there. It's always been a possibility that you do it out there. You just chose not to face it. And that's what the shortest shooting does. So I did an active self-protection extra video the other day. I did the same drill, but I put a t-shirt over a IDPA target and then I covered it with a non-threat. So there was no indicator of scoring. And then I drew an IDPA circle and had the USPSA box to show you where that perfect place was. Tactically and competitively is no different because you shoot what's available. Quit thinking competition and tactics are really different than each other. You know what the real difference is? Competitive guys can shoot. That's really the truth of the matter. All right, tactical guys can do tactics. They understand how to fight people. The other guys know how to shoot. Wouldn't I want both of those things? One's not better than the other, they're both needed. Quit choosing camps. Both political parties suck. Both filters are not great for you, conservative and liberal. You need to have information coming in, keep the good stuff, let the other flow out. How'd you shoot that time? Now those of you that like movement shoot better, right? Because it's more complex tasks. So I'm gonna brag on my friend Stephanie. She's a very smart woman, all right? I don't say that lightly. I'm a bit of a snob in that area. She's very smart. I've watched her study, I've watched her work in class. It's a hell of a trap for her. It's a hell of a curse occasionally. She thinks a lot. So the more task I give her, the more her brain's engaged with it shooting. She can't pick it herself. She just shoots the gun and it's fine. It's better for her to do more than less. So micro drills, regular drills, combination drills, big drills. Which one is this? This is a combination. Draw, shoot, lean. That's 3 things. You guys are doing a good job. If you shot the brown target, don't do it anymore. You just didn't aim enough, right? Or you aimed and you said what? Now. And when you said now, you stopped aiming, you let the gun move, so you didn't clean up your sight movie. Gabe White said that. It's the most brilliant thing ever. I hate 2 sight pictures because that's not the way your brain works. What happened between that first sight picture and the second one? The gun was in recoil, the sights came back down, and you didn't pay attention. Watch the movie.